Hello, and welcome to the third grade virtual open house. My name is Miss Carrier, and I'm going to be your teacher for this school year. So a little bit about me. I am a graduate of Old Dominion University, and this is my first year teaching. I have one dog and 4 cats, so the dog lovers are a little outnumbered in my house. I'm married to my husband, Adam, and I have 4 kids. I have Archer, Aiden, Isabella, and Henry. I love iced coffee, and I love strategy games. They're my very favorite. And I've lived in Newport News my whole life. I graduated from Newport News schools, and I'm excited to be here teaching in them. Here are some pictures of our classroom. I'm so excited for you to come in next Wednesday. This is the front of our room. This is our classroom library. We have lots of good books to read, and you're always welcome to bring some of your own in to share as well. This is where we're going to share our work with our classmates and celebrate birthdays. And this is what's going to be our sound wall, which you'll learn more about when you come into school, and where our classroom names are, because you're a part of this classroom family. So this is our schedule for this year. So when you arrive, you'll be offered breakfast. Then we'll have our morning meeting and content, which is our science and our social studies. We're going to do half at the beginning of the year. I think we're starting with social studies, and then we'll do science the second half of the year. Then we'll have resource, which if you're new to Dutro, global studies will be a new class for you, but we have PE, art, library, music, and global studies. You'll have one each day. And if you, after this Zoom, you can actually go check out your resource Zooms. Each of those teachers are doing one as well, or sorry, video. And then we'll have reading, lunch. We'll come back and we'll do a little more small group reading. And then we'll go outside for recess and come back in for math and then dismissal. So your supplies for this year, here's a supply list on the screen. You can also find this on Dutro's Facebook page or on the Newport News School website. If for some reason you are unable to access any of these supplies, please just send me an email. My email's at the end of this presentation. We want to make sure that all students are set up for success for the school year, and we will make sure to get you what you need. We may need some supplies replenished throughout the year, and as that occurs, you'll see either a note in our class newsletter, or I'll send a little note home. And then there's always optional community supplies. I did have a couple parents in our phone calls ask about that. Tissues, hand sanitizer, Ziploc bags, quarter gallon size are amazing for different things. And then erasers, we go through a lot of those. So anytime you want to send anything in like that, please feel free. We will happily put it to use. Chromebooks, every student should have a Chromebook. If you do not have one because you're new to the district, check out Dutro's website to get information about when Chromebook distribution is happening and repair if you have a broken Chromebook. If for some reason you can't get to one of those, we will get Chromebooks to you on the first day of school, but every day you need to come with a charged Chromebook. We won't use them for everything, but we will be using them throughout our day. Please bring your charger as well, just in case your Chromebook dies. We will have some extras here at school, but it would be best if you bring yours with you. And if a Chromebook is damaged throughout the year or anything like that, we'll work to get it fixed. Dutro does have new hours. So our office hours are 8:30 to 4:45. Student hours are 9:20 to 3:55. If your student is parent drop off in the mornings, they will be able to come in as early as 9 a.m. No sooner than that, but as early as 9 a.m. they will be able to come in. I don't know if you saw the Facebook Live, they talked about it last night, or it would have been Tuesday night, but we are short on bus drivers this year. Because of that, transportation needs to stay as consistent as possible. What you choose for the beginning of the year is going to need to be what you stick with unless there's some outstanding circumstance. For any questions about that, please don't hesitate to call Detro and speak with the front office staff. We have little control over that as teachers, but we will work to make sure for any unique circumstance that we can help out. But the office is who to contact about transportation requests. We are going to be doing Eureka Math. If your child was in Newport News Schools last year, they've learned a little bit about that last year, and that's what we did. And so that will be continued, and we'll be getting you resources for that as needed. And then, as always, I love staying connected. I want to be a resource for you. My best form of contact is email. You can find that here on the screen, marydawn.carrier@nn.k12.va.us. On the first day of school, your student's going to be coming home with a magnet. That also has my email on it here and my Google Voice number that you can contact me on. I'm going to be sending home a class weekly update on Tuesdays. I've gathered email addresses for that, but if any contact information for you changes throughout the year, please contact myself or the front office so that we can make sure that we stay in contact with you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday of next week. Typically, school would have started on the Tuesday after Labor Day, but that is a holiday, so we will be starting on Wednesday the 8th. Once again, you can drop kids off starting at 9 a.m. If you're a bus rider, bus stops are now available on the transportation website. So go double check your bus stop, make sure everything looks correct, timing looks good. If not, now's the time to reach out because those changes don't happen overnight. So if something needs to be corrected, please look at that soon. I think we're going to have a great year. Please send a mask with your child every single day. Masks will be required at all times in the building, aside from breakfast and lunch. They will also be required on the playground at recess. I will be providing mask break, especially before recess, and we'll have an option if your student would rather like to do something where they're not in a group. We will have a place where they can do that and have their mask off during recess. But if they are on the playground playing near other kids, masks will be required for recess. It would be good to have an extra tucked in their backpack in case something happens, something gets on their mask. We will have some extras here if needed, disposable. If your child forgets their mask or something happens, of course, we'll provide one for them. But please ensure that they know how to wear their mask properly and that they do have it with them every day. I so look forward to this year. I am excited that we all get to be back in school together. And I think it's going to be just a great year. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions about this video, and head on over and check out the resource teachers videos. I know they are excited to have students back in their classrooms as well and have some exciting things to share with you. So I will see you next Wednesday.